Hey everyone, this is Koyota, and I've been pretty busy. I thought I'd get a break from studying, and guess what? I don't. I gotta study for a little general exam so I could get into a nursing program and all that good stuff. I'm not done. I just can't be done apparently. I cannot take a moment to breathe. But you know what? That accumulates a lot of stress, and stress makes you play video games. So I figured I would go through the recent games I've played and just give my 2 bits on them. Maybe there's games I might have come back to and for other reasons. Maybe I modded it and I was like, wow, this is a really cool mod or something. So I'll cover what I want to for the most part, but yeah, it's just like almost a mini review and kind of like an update on like things I think are really cool and whatnot. And I've been enjoying every game I've been playing so far, so hopefully, you know, I don't know, maybe you might also feel like checking these out. There are some where I want to actually encourage people to actually buy the game, like Bug Fables, and then there are some where I'm like, this was a fun game, you know, like I'm just wanted to gush about it. But Bug Fables, gosh damn! But first we gotta cover Princess Maker 5, because I was recently playing that, re-sparked my interest again. Let's talk about that. So Princess Maker 5, if you don't know, or just Princess Maker in general, is a series where you raise a daughter who comes from some kind of lineage of something. You know, in Princess Maker 2, she came from heaven. She came from a god. And you have to raise her to be whatever you want, really. But you want to also raise her to be the best you can, but that doesn't really matter, because screw those guys. You could be a bad father if you want, but I suggest against it. Princess Maker 5, on the other hand, decided to take some elements of Princess Maker 2 and the other Princess Makers and just make a very big game. And I'm talking really big. I only have her at age 13. The amount of hours it would take me to play through an entire thing with Princess Maker 2 is around like 2 hours, I believe. Maybe an hour if you speedrun it really well, but she's age 13 and I've been playing for 20 hours. And you can't really waste time in here. Like, sure, I'm talking to you guys right now, but you can't actually just sit around doing nothing here. You know, you're making options for every week rather than every month. So you decide that schedule. Like, I have her in ballet because I'm trying to increase some stats, because I'm actually making her a fighter. You see, if you don't know, Sukeban, that's what I named her, it actually means female delinquent. And her last name, her family name, is Yabai, which means badass. So she's a badass delinquent, and she's gonna kick some ass, and that's what I'm having her do. I mean, you even get to decide, like, oh, how she should be to elders and all this kind of stuff, her allowance. So I've done a few things to decrease her morals so that she truly acts like a Sukeban. And I'm gonna show you that right now. But yeah, this is kind of how the game will run out. Run at first from age 10 to 12. And then when you actually get to age 13, then you kind of have the ability to, I'm gonna fast forward here. Oh no, that's the one! Oh shoot, okay, I hope my game, there's actually RNG in this game, like pretty heavy, but not the bad kind, because it helps change things up week per week, right? But now she's getting a call from her friend Emerine, or Emily. Emerine's the nickname she gave her, but you know, like, there's so much to do. All sorts of things can happen. Yeah, you could go out with your friend, go ahead. I'll let you. I was gonna send her on an adventure to go beat up some monsters and whatnot. It's just a typical turn-based RPG battles, but you don't walk around or anything in this game. Princess Maker 2 you do, but it's actually kind of a chore in there after a while, so I kind of appreciate that they didn't add that here, or they could have just found another way to make it faster. I didn't have to, like, I mean, she'll go out with her friends really often anyway, but it helps improve certain stats usually, and also will calm her down through the day. And early on, if you get her to make friends really early, you know, you'll be able to manage your stress better if you're not sending her into more physical kind of activities, which raise stamina, which also helps prevent a lot of stress downfall. Oh, there it is. This is just great. This is how I rose my daughter. So, delinquent fandom aside, Gas Guzzlers its stream. Where is that on my thing here? It should be going in order. So, I just recently played this out of nowhere, only for 30 minutes, and you know what? I like what I saw here. It was really cool. So let's go take a quick look at that. Really different from Princess Maker 5. So, I'm not a fan of simulation racing games. I like arcade racing games for the most part, and especially when they do more. I love it when they do more, or they have an interesting style to them. So Gas Guzzlers at stream, when Matt McMuscles, when he was talking about Twisted Metal, and he brought up this game does a little bit of car combat plus racing and all, and it just has straight up car combat also. I was like, ooh, I gotta check this out, and it was on sale for like $5 or so. I already like this game a lot, even based on the mode that people like the least within the campaign mode, so that's already a good sign for me at least. Essentially, you have weapons mounted on your vehicles. Hey, I forgot I didn't know it does the license name thing. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm actually glad my license is on here. And it's red and white too, which makes it even better. That's my that's my colors. My Canadian flag colors, especially. Yeah, because of the rims. Okay, so here we'll be trying to what is it? Oh geez. You could do some drifting in here too, but we gotta pick up some ammo and some boost so we can keep up with these guys. Let's boost after them. Ah, out of my way, Buster! Oh jeez, ah! You can really hurt yourself in here. Actually, I can't really tell where the life meter is in here. I think my life meter is just me seeing how damaged I am. But there we go. Now I have some ammo. Yeah! Blast y'all down! Die! But no, I'm just joking. I'm just, playing around with my voice acting here. Okay, this guy's going down. He's almost dead. We might have just enough ammo. Yes! That's the end of him. But now we gotta watch out for the butt behind us. Oh, jeez. I really need to improve the grip on this car. You actually upgrade your car, so like you'll be upgrading the current thing you have, eventually buying a new car, and so on. What the heck was that? Oh geez, the radar on the bottom is really useful. It tells you where they are relative to, all that, so that's... So now we're going to look at the Nets game, Hover. Oh my gosh, do I love this game. I ended up getting one from my friend because it was cheap. It was just $5 and, on sale, and we had a blast. I'm gonna show you what it's all about. Alright, so Hover. As you see, my character, this is, you only have two choices and they both look the same here when you first start off, but, I did what I could to get my Toyota red and white, and, called my team name Ergites. Not just because I like the game, also because that's just what this game, it just makes me really happy, makes me really upbeat, excited and all that. This game is almost like Jet Set Radio in some ways, or inspired by, but instead you do a lot of parkour, you can slide on the ground, grind on rails. Oh my gosh, I love this game. And when you do tricks, you can go faster and jump higher. So you see that meter on the bottom right, the hover heat. That, uh-oh, there's cops after me. Can't let them catch me. Actually, you know what? Where are they? Oh, did I lose them? I think I lost them. Yeah, I think I lost them. Otherwise, if anything, I'll just, Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, jeez. Ooh. Okay, let's... Wait. Charge it up. Yeah! Spray paint him. So, what you do in this game, besides run around and be crazy like me, which is still a lot of fun to do, especially with a friend, is you could take on missions, and all these missions are, little parkour racing things, delivery, and all sorts of fun little stuff. you know, run, what was it, like racing against other characters, and eventually, like, you know, say you've done everything. Well, oh my god, oh, whoops, I was standing right on the security light, wasn't I? Without realizing. But yeah, whee! Ah. Oh, wait, which way is the booster pad? I think this one is, yes. There we go. Get away from the cops. Okay, okay, we avoided them. But yeah, so really awesome game. But yeah, at the end of the day, what you could do is you can actually make your own missions. So you could make it a race or whatever you want. Maybe like a speed run where you have to go through specific laps and everything, checkpoints. There's a lot of fun stuff to do here. And the amount of freedom you get, and even the ability to kind of customize. Oops, I still had the editor on. See, it puts me back here, respawns you, so you could, you know, kind of make your line from wherever you want it to be. But you also can kind of customize your character's stats with certain chips that you equip. And, you know, to kind of improve how far you could jump, how fast you go, how fast you slide, hacking, you know, your hacking speed, etc. So there's a lot of fun to be had here, and just so much fun with friends to just boop around and be silly butts. And there's nothing, you know, I couldn't have it any better than that. So now we're going to look at Grandia HD Remaster. I kept hearing about this from Happy Console Gamer, and I already had Grandia 2 at the time, and I was playing a little bit of that, but Grandia 1 really surprised. So Grandia 1 is a more typical JRPG, though the combat system is really nice here. But what was really surprising to me was the, how do I even explain this? Like, now the voice acting is cheesy 90s voice acting, but beyond that, what's so surprising to me was the perspective. You play as these two kids, Justin and Sue, and they are really just kids. You know, there's no, like, the stakes are really low at the moment. You know, he just wants to go on an adventure, essentially, and he does get his action and, you know, a call to more adventure. But beyond that, like, they don't understand the problems that, you know, of the adult world or anything, and honestly it's a really fresh perspective that I just thought was really well done here. There was something really nice about it, and there was a lot of humor through that lack of understanding that they have, you know, because they're just kids. But the way the combat system works here, and thank goodness Grandia 2 taught me a lot, is essentially you have that little meter down there which decides when everyone goes, but everything is active when you do stuff. So let's say I go after this guy. Anytime you attack an enemy, it will stagger them in the I forgot what this meter was called, but the little time meter, right? And when they're about to attack, if you use a critical, while it says act down there at the bottom right, you will actually really stun them for a long time. So let's see if I could get that going. Oh, whoops, well, okay, I got them at the same time, but then again, yeah, these guys will die really easily to me, unfortunately. So it'll be hard to show some stuff, maybe if you're someone. So I could interrupt them. They might be going after Sue right now. Yeah, they were. But then the other ones came after me. But they'll still continue their action. And everything kind of is moving all at the same time, so I kind of liked that, where you can interrupt enemies from doing things, and maybe even kill them before they might get the kill on someone else. Like, like, everything here is a fresh take for me, and I like it. But otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward game. It's just a nice story, nice music. I don't know what else to say. It's actually good. It's worth playing. Especially one, like, both games are really awesome, I think. I've been having fun with the second one. Darksiders Genesis took me by surprise, so let's show that off and talk about it for just a bit. This is a great game to play with a friend. Absolutely awesome game. And now, like, I've been wanting to complete it, though I've been having some crashing issues that have been affecting me horrendously. Where I'd play a mission, and then after I come out, when I try to do another mission, it doesn't work. I hear playing on full screen, and disabling some other thing will actually help it run. But essentially, what you have differently here, you still have like an RPG element where stats do matter. You know, like you could increase your attack power a lot and all that, and you'll see a difference in, you know, how much damage you're doing. That's when I say there's RPG elements where numbers decide how well you do. You know, not so much the other ideas, but you have a lot of collecting here. If you are a completionist, you will absolutely love this game. And you could customize the characters to a degree, because these upgrades will change kind of what you do in a way, like what you choose to do. Because, for example, I put some abilities that go along with what I like using. So I like using certain abilities. Well, hey, let's make them do more, and I like that. You know, always fun ways to make you know, like make moves that you get in the game much deeper. Now in the single player mode, you could switch between both characters, but on 2-player mode, while you can also do that, you can also like you could switch with a friend and all that. You'll be playing together. Enemy battles will be a little bit harder, I believe, and the puzzles will be co-op based. They actually completely changed the puzzles just to fit a co-op structure, so that you have to do the puzzles together. But if you're on a single player, then they simplify it so that, you know, because you can only have one person on the screen at a time. So let's go to yeah, actually, this is a good place to show off some stuff. You have different difficulties. You can redo stages anytime, and there's even a little bit of a Metroidvania element. Oh, and I love the dialogue in here. It's really good. But those two are just hilarious together. They are a lovely duo, and I ship them sometimes, but otherwise, when I saw this game had an above kind of view, I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'll like this too much. But then I was like, oh wait, there's combos in here. I can do air combos. I can still do Devil May Cry from this kind of perspective. You know, I could attack, you know, knock enemies up into the air, do perfect dodges, which summon up shadow clones. You know, I could change my ammo and really, you know, go crazy with what I'm capable of doing, you know, like, you know, beam shot, little spread shot that also heals me at the same time. Like, and this is just one character. Let's get that straight. You know, what is it? He has some fighting moves on the ground as well. There's puzzle solving elements. Like, this game has so much. It's incredible. Yeah, and then you can play as War, who is a little more traditional. He's like, you basically have two things going on here. You have, whoops. Oh wait, R is to block. Right. But essentially, if I were to do a perfect guard, okay, that would have been it. Actually, I can perfect guard really early because I have. There we go. You can do a counter attack, all that kind of stuff. War, if you've played Devil May Cry as Dante, he's essentially Royal Guard and Swordmaster, and Genesis is Gunslinger and Trickster, literally. You know, because he can only dodge once. Genesis. Wait, Genesis. What am I saying? Not Genesis. I mean Strife. Strife can dodge 3 times in a row, etc. He prioritizes, you know, staying away, right? But you have a lot of little moves to do. Launchers, little chain combos. You know, and then you could even change what element your weapon is, and that changes your charge attack, essentially. You know, what else? Like, you have the Earth Splitter. You have that kind of stuff you could do. You could drain the health of enemies with this kind of, you know, buff on your weapon. You could have them explode when you imbue them with the Death Touch. Let's see if we could get that on them. Actually, they might be imbued, or they might be resistant to it. Nope, they got imbued. So if they were near other enemies when I do that, they will hurt the other enemies, right? Flame Brand to do a spinning fire thing. The art is really nice in this game too. Comic style cutscenes, really fun. But let me just go through this really fast. As I said, there's puzzle solving elements. You use certain items like the Vorpal Blade to interact with switches, kind of like in a Zelda-esque manner, like with the boomerang. It's just, there's so muchier, and the puzzles are great. I love them. There's awesome skills to use. There's even a devil trigger form. I don't know what more you can ask for from this game. I wasn't expect like I had my bar like mid-range, right? But it shot way past that bar. I was not expecting this game to be as good as it was. My friend and I were addicted to that. But hey, let's go back to the list. You know, can't stay on there forever. I would gush about that game for hours, okay? Regardless, Valhalla. Oh my gosh. Valhalla. This game, I only played four. Okay, I will admit I did replay the beginning a few times just to see what would happen, but let me show you what this game is real fast. This one I could cover much faster. The interactions in this game move me. They move my soul. I don't know how else to put it, but essentially you will make drinks for people and all that. And you can even decide what you want your jukebox to be. I'm leaving this as is because I like these songs for now. But, okay, back to action. So, good evening. Good evening. Would you mind taking your helmet off? Oh, sorry. It's so comfortable. I usually forget I have it on. Is this better? Yeah, thank you. What can I get you, miss? Master Specialist Sei P. Asagiri of the 765th Division Valkyrie Corps at your service. Wait, that's too long. Just call me Sei. What can I get for you, Sei? Let's see. I'm in the mood for a sweet drink. Oh, but not sweet as in cool. Although a cool drink would be nice too. But not cool as in great. And especially not as in big. More so, since I have to get up early tomorrow, I can't afford to have a hangover. Sorry, did you get that? A sweet drink, preferably cold one, that's not too big, right? Yeah, that's it. I could do that, give me a sec. And then essentially, you make that drink. So, yeah, I think, let's see, a sweet drink she wants, right? Probably wants, and then not too much alcohol. Yeah, this seems about right. Karmatrine is the alcohol content in this game. So let's make that. So we're gonna put some Adelheid, some powdered Delta, some Flangeride, and 2 Karmatrine, right? On the rocks, blended. So we gotta let it mix for a while, and then once it's going really fast, it's blended. Bam, Moonblast. Here you are. Ah, yes, this is just what I needed. Thanks. And essentially, they'll talk about their life to you because that's usually like how people think bartender stuff works, right? So she'll talk about like what's going on in her life and how she like, just to give a funny example, she's sort of the equivalent of a firefighter and a paramedic and whatnot. They protect people, etc. So the main character, she asks like, hey, Jill, she'll ask, oh wow, you must have seen some shocking sights. Oh, I just hit it right there. And she's like, yeah, this one time I was helping some people from the top of the collapsing building. I lit down and was blown away by how pretty the city was. It was like a starry sky on Earth. Oh, and this one time when we were cleaning up the aftermath of a car crash, water was pouring out of the hydrant. With the lights and the scattered pieces of glass, it was almost dreamlike. That's not what I meant by shocking sights. No, but those are sights, and they're shocking, right? Yeah, but never mind. Wait, did I mishear you and you actually meant sighs? I mean, sure, I've suffered the deepest, longest, and most frustrated sighs from people after everything's said and done, but don't worry, you didn't mishear. I guess I was just expecting a different kind of answer. Well, what kind of answer? Don't worry about it too much. Your innocent little mind is precious, okay? Essentially. But you have a lot of different characters, and they'll talk about all sorts of different things. They're, the first guy, he actually talks about current day issues, and like they kind of explain the psychology behind it almost. But they give 2 different perspectives. You have the main character's perspective, which is a little more, I think it's like the most agreeable one, and then you have the other person's perspective on things, right? And it's just really interesting. Like, absolutely get this game. Do not, it is like, it's $15, and you know what? I rather wish I got it for 15 rather than 10, because this game had me hooked on the conversation so hard. I could not believe it. And my friend put it this way, my friend Adam, he says, when the writing is written, like when it's written in such a way that it's realistic feel, like they write it as if it's real, like you should believe this. That's how they really get you, you know, that's how they really make you invested. And I get emotional talking about this game. It's so far, I love it. I don't know, there's this guy that's like my friend in real life, and it just like, you know, I think I know what's going on in that guy's life, so I want to help him somehow. They're making drinks. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so we have 2 more games that I want to cover before I end this video. One is Battle Chef Brigade, and I'm leaving Bug Fables for the last. But Battle Chef Brigade was, you know, was a Christmas gift from Retro Girl, and at first I was really on the fence with this. And since I had got it as a gift, I was like, all right, let's give it a go. And boy, oh boy, do I love this game now. Let's show that off. So this is Battle Chef Brigade, and I'll just do a quick play. Let's do free play. I haven't tried the others yet. So you have 3 characters that you could play in this mode, and you know, let's just play the first main character because this is who you'd be playing throughout the story, I believe. And yeah, we'll just go with all this. Maybe I'll try a different ingredient. Let's try. I wonder how hard this would be to cook. You know what? Let's try a different area. This will be my first time trying this. This is probably going to be a bad idea, but we'll see how this works. Oh, how do I even explain this game? It's really cool. So they'll ask for something that they want you to specifically cook with. So they want water element in their dish, and they want me to use nochi fruit. Or noki fruit. How this functions is you'll beat up on monsters and use their ingredients that you get from them, from hunting them. Nah, I can't use that. Now keep in mind, I'm actually up against some different enemies here. Now this guy, I think he would have water element. Uh-oh. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Okay, let's pick this up though, watery sauce. Use some magic. Uh-oh. Oh, let's pick up that too. Uh-oh. Oh. Ah, there we go. We got him. Okay. Ah, this one and this one. I don't know about you. Yeah, we'll try. Oh, whoops. Okay, so my satchel's full right now, so we're gonna take that back and cook it up. Okay. So we go. Let's use this one. Let's see. Let's start with this. Use that. And do this. Oh, whoops. Okay. There we go. So let's work with what we have here. Okay. And then, so right now we're matching these 3 by 3. So if we match the 3 together, oh, okay. So we're kind of out of stuff to match here already, which is okay. Okay. Oh wait, don't I have a little more? Okay, yeah, this will do. Oh yeah, that's right, ingredients. I had some ingredients there. So let's actually just give you an idea here. So let's just say we put this down. Like, this is how it would kind of work out. You would cook up your meal, serve your dish, see what they think. Now, obviously, I probably already lost by not putting more to this. But since I went within the element that they want, maybe they might give me some extra points for that. So we did this. Oh, he actually used the element they want too, so, It's quite good, but that'll be enough to win the tournament. I might have a chance! I might have a chance, actually. So maybe how fast I cook plus... Ooh! Today's... Oh, I forgot to use the ingredient. Oops. But yeah, see, that's because I was rushing. But then I got some points back for using the... But yeah, that's how this game works. It's a lot of fun. You can play it with a friend and everything, and cook against each other. and see who will win the chef's favor. Kind of like a Gordon Ramsay thing, I guess you could say. Hell in the Kitchen. Alright, so finally, the last game, Bug Fables. I've been waiting to get to this. So this game is my all-time favorite of 2019, I would say. It did come out a little later in the year. Well, probably like October-ish or so. Maybe it was November. But this became my all-time favorite. It's essentially Paper Mario, but without Mario. So it's not really paper either. It just has that design style of like looking like that, all flat and everything with some 3D stuff here and there. And it plays like Paper Mario. You have badges, or in this case medals, like Paper Mario. And but it is a little more challenging. And that's one of the cool things of this game, because if you felt Paper Mario was too easy, this will be kind of what you're looking for. There's also some really fun puzzle-solving elements here. Uh-oh. Okay, let's... Ah, shoot. You know what? Let me switch characters here. Because for this kind of enemy... I mean, we do want to use ice. But... yeah, I figured he would appear. So essentially, you can do this thing called turn relay, where you could give your turn to another person and allow them to act twice. However, if you act twice or 3 times, your damage reduces with each time you act, because they get more and more tired. Otherwise, they'll just do full damage with just one turn alone. You have skills to use. You know, it's a lot of just Paper Mario here. You could even spy on the enemy with any character to get their health and you know, what they're weak to, etc. Like, you know, how you should fight them. But this is basically the hammer from Paper Mario. This character functions that way. And then if we were to use a skill with him, he could tank out if he needs to, taunt them, or even do a really powerful strike. And then, what is it? Now we have our boy here. He utilizes ice. Whoops, there we go. And then, how did I forget their names? Oops. But yeah, like, it's all right, they have higher defense. Okay. And they block at the right time. You could even do a perfect block if you block any, you know, later than that. Okay, we knocked him over, so we can do some extra damage. Let's finish him off real fast, shall we? Let's use, no, let's use Frigid Pop. Oh, there we go. But, you know, that I just wanted to, of course, show the gameplay, just to show you guys, it really is Paper Mario to the core. But what's incredible about this game is the characters in this game are great. They're lovable, a lot of funny humor, and it's just a well-written story. Like, the story, the writing, everything is perfect in this game. The music, I've been addicted to it so, like, oh. And I know I'm in the desert area, and I don't have enough time to go back, but I just wanted to show, like, my absolute love for this game. It is like a match made in heaven, you know? You have these cute characters, they're all really funny, they all communicate well together. You know, they're their own stand-up comedy group, and it's just an excellent adventure. I absolutely recommend it. I think this game costs like, what, $15 or something? Let me check the store really fast. Because I really think this game deserves the support, because it's not really getting enough of that. Yeah, it only has 425 reviews, like, compared to a lot of other games on Steam. $20! It's such a cheap game. It is absolutely worth it. And I think it's supposed to come to the Switch maybe, but it's a wonderful game. I absolutely recommend it, especially if you love Paper Mario, or if you love more interactive RPG battle systems and a really funny story at that. And anyway, that's what I've been doing. I think I'll do another update thing, like not an update thing, but like cover other games in this kind of style, because it's a little easier maybe. I mean, I'll see how I feel about it after I release it, how you guys feel about it. But otherwise, stay tuned. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. It's amazing that you made it this far. So maybe I've interested you in some way. But otherwise, I like checking out obscure things too. So, well, I have a specific taste though. Let's keep that in mind. But, yeah. Have a great day, guys. I hope you enjoyed this.